Stadium in Chicago, Illinois. The San Diego Sockers meet the Chicago Sting. Brought to you by Budweiser. Sockers fans, for all you do, this Bud's for you. Coca-Cola, serving you at the sports arena and at home. Coke is it. Handyman Home Centers. If it's for your home, Handyman has it. By Mad Jack Sound Centers, now with 5 locations to serve you. Curtis Mathis Home Entertainment Centers. And by your San Diego County Oldsmobile dealers.
This past Wednesday night in Tampa, Florida, the San Diego Sockers took a 2-1 second period lead on this goal by defender Kevin Crowe. But the hometown Rowdies came back. Mike Connell banked this shot in off falling defender Guy Newman, and the score was 3-2 San Diego. And then the Rowdies tied it. After fluffing a free kick, Neil Roberts got a pass from the near side boards, and Ala Julie V flipped the ball up and drove it in past Sockers goalkeeper Jim Gorsuch, and the game was tied at 3. Gene Wilrich then came back for San Diego, though, with help from Julie V. He slipped this left footer past Jurgen Stars to make it 4-3. Tampa tied it late in the game on a tattoo goal, but then this pass by Cha-Cha Namdar to Gert Vizierkovsky in sudden death overtime sealed it as the veteran defender spiked the ball past Stars. The Sockers defeating the Tampa Bay Rowdies 5-4 in sudden death overtime. Good evening, everyone. I'm Randy Hahn, and welcome to Chicago Stadium for what should be a battle royale tonight. The two-time champion San Diego Sockers going for a league record 9th straight win against the Chicago Sting. We're glad you're with us, and in a moment, we'll have the Sockers head coach Ron Newman on the San Diego Sockers Network. 9th straight win tonight, but you've lost twice this year already in Chicago. Can you keep the streak alive against the Sting?
Well, only time will tell. The last time I was here, of course, we won because I was coaching the All-Star team. So I'm 2-1 here in this stadium. But I had the selection of all the players in the league then, and we found it very difficult even then to beat Chicago, but we did manage it in the waning minutes. But I've got to convince my players that they're All-Stars tonight and they can play. We're a little short of depth tonight because so many players are injured. But the way we've been battling and we're making it difficult for other teams, we just got to hope that the ball will roll our way tonight.
Ron, it seems this question always comes up whenever in Chicago. How do you stop Granitza? How do you stop Marhetic? That has to be a key tonight. Yeah, they got other players coming everywhere, but I've got a great deal of respect for Granitza, the way he plays. He's very, very precise with the type of game that he plays. He's very difficult to get off the ball. I've got to ask Gert and Kevin Crowe, particularly those two, to mark him. Gert, I think, knows the German style very well, and he's had the most success, I think, against Granitza, and I'm hoping Gert can handle the job tonight. A playoff preview?
This could be, yes, but I'm not going to say that because they were talking that this could be the playoff picture at the end, and then they dropped to 4th place as soon as they said that.
Ron, we wish you best of luck tonight.
Thank you, Randy.
Ron Newman, head coach of the Sockers, and that is our pregame show. We'll be back with tonight's opening kickoff from Chicago Stadium right after this.
Welcome to Chicago Stadium for tonight's North American Soccer League game between the San Diego Sockers and the hometown Chicago Sting. They've been talking about this one for the better part of a week. That's the last time the Chicago Sting played. In fact, they're coming off a 2-game losing streak. A loss at home here to Golden Bay by a 9-5 score in front of 18,000 fans. And then the Sting played the next game in New York the next day and lost to the Cosmos as well. The Sockers, on the other hand, have won their last 8 in a row. Most recently, Wednesday night, a 5-4 overtime victory over the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and that sets up a real battle here tonight as the Sting try and dig themselves out of 4th place, 2 games back of the Sockers, and they would like nothing better than to end the streak of head coach Ron Newman and company here tonight. The Sockers, probably one of the least liked teams coming into this stadium. San Diego, of course, as defending champions, are taken pot shots at by just about every club in the league because everybody wants to knock them off. But in particular, Julie V, Gert Vizierkovsky, Gene Wilrich, Ron Newman, all here for the All-Star game in which Julie V was red-carded. Kaz Dana, of course, scored a goal in that game. Wilrich got a couple of assists, and Newman was the winning coach. So they're not that happy about the fact that the Sockers are back here because it was San Diego that spoiled the first ever All-Star game here as far as Chicago fans are concerned. That sets up a good battle tonight. It always is a good one when these two teams play. San Diego 1-2 against the Sting this year. A victory back at the Sports Arena. 2 losses here in the Chicago Stadium. We're set to kick off. The Sting defend the goal to our broadcast left. They're in their home black and white jerseys with yellow shorts and socks. The San Diego Sockers defending the goal to our right. They're in their traveling gold jerseys with blue shorts and gold socks. Our senior referee tonight, Anatol Popovich, the referee, Gus Constantine. We're underway as Jim Gorsuch watches on from the San Diego end. He'll get the ball back from the kickoff. Gorsuch, the hottest goalie anywhere right now with a 3.74 goals against and a 10-1 one-loss record. Up to Palomori. He's got B with him. The pass to Julie. And the shot high off the glass. Wilrich on the rebound. That's blocked. Paolo in front. Looking for Julie V at the side. It'll come to Wilrich. He'll make a move, take a shot, and it's in the crowd. Good chance for the Sockers off the kickoff as B took a shot. And then Wilrich following up with the ball that goes out of play. San Diego corner kick now as Julie sands to the right of Victor Noguera. He's got a 4.48 goals against. The corner plate to the top of the box for Siri, intercepted, and here come the Sting. Hans Weiner. Back for Ingo Peter, now up to Greg Ryan. He's got 4 goals against San Diego this season. And Ryan with only 10 on the year. Here's Wilrich with V now in midfield. A long lob pass up for Wilrich, headed upfield by Noguera. Now Ryan at center. A minute gone in this game as he plays it to his left. A chance as it came off the wall in front from the foot of Mike Flood, but picked up by Wyzierkowski, and now Gene Wilrich has it. Talking about hot players, Gene Wilrich, one of the hottest in the league right now. 11 goals and 9 assists in his last 8 games. Here's Cha-Cha Namdar. Tried to play it off the wall. Noguera got a piece of it, then picked it up with Julie B trailing. Now to Weiner. West German defender. Takes a shot. Gorsuch blocked it with the shoulder. A big rebound comes to center. Ingo Peter moves behind his own red line as the teams complete a complete line change. Now it's Marhetic on the line with Ficus and Granitza up at the red line. A give and go to Marhetic. Pato taking on Siri, but Paolo gets called for the pushing foul. No, check that. Brian Quinn called on the foul. And a free kick for Chicago. No score here in period 1. We're just underway at Chicago Stadium. Marhetic to Granitza, who tried to lay it back off for Pato. It comes out of the zone. This is Pat McGauley, a newcomer to the Chicago lineup this season. To Granitza. He's fighting off Kevin Crow. Can't get past the improving defender from San Diego State. Kevin with a goal in Tampa on Wednesday night. And he's showing his prowess going both ways. To Quinn at the line. Back for Namdar. Cha-Cha. Under some pressure from Glenn. Plays it back. Newman now into the corner. Rudy will get there first. Slips it through, does Namdar. Coker fighting for it. Off the glass and into the arms of Noguera. Granitza at center. He'll leave it for Marhetic. Now to Ficus. Off the wall. In front for Granitza, but it was cleared away by Quinn. Now Crow playing it back to his goalkeeper. Jimmy took over the starting goalkeeping duties from Alan Mayer back on the 19th of January and has lost only once, and that was to Chicago. In fact, the Sockers' last defeat was here at the stadium back on January 21st by a 6-2 score. Granitza up at the line. Drops it back to midfield. Ficus up for Karl Heinz. Tries to slip it by Skouras. Grabs on. They play advantage. And now Skouras taken down, and Granitza gets called on the foul as Peter drags himself up off the turf. Jim Gorsuch over to Kevin Crow. Scoreless here in period 1. Glad you're with us. We're at Chicago Stadium. Game 3 of this 4-game road trip for San Diego. Wilrich breaking down midfield. Marhetic fighting to keep possession. Wilrich will steal it back away from McGauley and get it to Geyer on the right point. The Wolfman plays it over to the far side. Skouras in front for V. Julie can't reach it. And now Rudy Glenn will bring it back for the Sting. Glenn and V got into that incident in the All-Star game where Julie punched Rudy Glenn and was red carded, and that's put a lot of emotion back into this game. Glenn now trying to turn Geyer inside out. Takes the shot on a pass from Marhetic. Now Ficus to the top of the box for Granitza. Wierzchowski won that, got it over to Wilrich, and Gene will pass back to Gorsuch with Ficus cruising in. Jimmy's distribution to Geyer. Tries the one-touch relay to Suri, but that's intercepted. Now Magali will bring it back to midfield for Chicago. A scoreless tie as Ingo Peter takes a pass as he comes off the bench. A left foot shot wide off the wall. Gorsuch got a piece of the rebound. Granitza's left footer. And then it's kicked out by Wilrich for kick in Chicago. There's no score here with 10:36 remaining on the Video Library scoreboard. The Sockers nothing and the Sting nothing. Inside the soccer zone to the right of Jim Gorsuch. Ingo Peter in front, kicked out by Collier. Wierzchowski will get it back for San Diego. Here's V to center. Siri breaking down the left wing, gets the pass, gets away from him. Off the wall, Ryan clearing it back to Noguera. Into midfield now over Hans Weiner. He's bumped by Collier. Will have a free kick, Chicago. 10:19 to go in this first period of play and a scoreless tie. San Diego with a chance to open up even a little more room atop the standings if they can win tonight. They would pull a full game ahead of Golden Bay, who are idle. The other game tonight has New York at Vancouver, a West Coast start. Chicago on the free kick. Into the corner to the right of Gorsuch. Ficus playing it off the wall for Ryan. He's down in the penalty area. Now a whistle as Gorsuch goes after it. Two Sting players there, and it's San Diego's ball. Granitza not involved in that play there, but he's around the net a lot. Pass up for V, intercepted by John McGrain. McGrain now working against ex-teammate Brian Quinn. They were both at Montreal. Ingo Peter off the wall. Wierzchowski will tip it away up the wing, but Weiner will intercept it. Back for Noguera. Portuguese goalkeeper Noguera, and he's a fine one. Number 1 in the league, although Gorsuch would be if he had enough minutes played. Jimmy will have after he's played another game and a half. Ingo Peter a shot. Gorsuch's got it. Nobody in front to pounce on the rebound. He casually plays it off to his left for Collier. To Julie V, who comes into this contest number 1 in team scoring with 60 points. 23 of those points in his last 9 games. Julie's hot. Collier chasing a ball off the wall, but making the turn and getting it back for Chicago is Ryan. He'll play it to the goalkeeper. Sting change on the go. Marhetic coming off the bench, takes the pass, plays it back into the middle for Ingo Peter. He'll leave it now for Marhetic. Pato tries to knock it into the corner for Granitza. Quinn will cut that off. Bryan bringing it up the wing, plays it to Siri. Paolo now back to Quinn. His pass intercepted by Marhetic. Back over to Granitza. Siri bumps Granitza, who now plays it through for Glenn. Addy Coker coming from behind, tipped it away. Coker's got 5 goals against Chicago this season. All of those goals coming in a Vancouver Whitecaps uniform. This is his first game for San Diego against the Sting. And Addy has been quite a reacquisition. 7 goals and 2 assists in the 7 games since he's been back. Guy Newman. Over to Kevin Crow in front of the San Diego net. We're scoreless in period 1, 8:14 to go. Centering pass for Quinn. That's intercepted by Magali. Played down the wing from Marhetic. Crow will get there first. Makes the turn in front of his goal. And feeds it to Namdar. Cha-Cha now looks ahead for Quinn. That pass intercepted by Magali. Here's a chance for Granitza. Slips it by Newman. Gets position on the far side now. Granitza on Newman. The shot comes off the wall. Crow blocks it out in front of his own goal. Now Gorsuch giving it away in midfield once more, this time to Magali. Coker will get it back for San Diego and then gets held by Marhetic. Gene Willard puts a right fake on Magali, goes by him. Coker's in front. The pass wide. Namdar in front for Addy. Tries to lay it off for Wilrich, but it comes loose to the red line for Granitza. Pato Marhetic. Across the line. Marhetic still with it. A weak rolling left footer. No problem for Gorsuch. San Diego with their best opportunity a moment ago, but a pass went astray. Too far for Coker to reach. Here's Wilrich. Back for Newman. Guy will play it up to the near wing for Crow. B on the field now as Kevin takes it toward the penalty area. Kicked away by Ficus. Granitza gets it back for Chicago. A 2-on-2. Granitza with Ficus. Karl Heinz gets it over to the right foot. That's his weak side, and it's kick free. Sockers play in Vancouver on Monday to complete this 4-game road trip. They have won 4 in a row on the road. 5 of their last 6. They're 2 away from a league record in that department. Wilrich, good ball control at the point, then forces it away from Magali. Number 17 for Chicago, another newcomer, Zach Ledich, playing it in the back and getting it away from Skouras. This is Inger Peter. To Hans Weiner. Very German flavor on the Chicago team. I think the Sting of the Sockers, probably the most German influence sides in the league. Weiner. Now here's Flood, playing it off the wall. Ladich will take a shot. Geyer will block it. Ingo Peter on the rebound. It'll come off the wall. Ladich with another shot. Geyer goes in hard, and the foul against Chicago. Gert Bizhikowski got the winner in overtime here in Tampa Wednesday. Also scored the winning goal here in the All-Star game on February 8th. All-Stars beating the Sting 9-8 in that affair. Geyer playing the ball up to midfield. Skouras, a good job to get to it, having to fight off Mike Flood. Now back to B at the red line. Geyer breaks off to the left. Quinn's up ahead. A pass tipped, and Noguera will carry it along the high glass. Quinn, though, gets it back. Skouras, a one-touch pass in for B. Julie a little behind the play. And McGrain, along with Peter, bring it out for Chicago. 5:15 here in period 1 to go. No score. The Chicago Sting and San Diego Sockers from Chicago Stadium. Here on West Madison, just outside of the downtown Chicago area. McGrain flipping it up for Weiner. Little dangerous kick there, and San Diego will get it back on the free kick. B now with Bizhikowski at his left. Siri makes the run deep. Paolo taking the pass, tried the one-touch shot with the left foot, just got a piece of it. Rolls harmlessly into Noguera's arms, and now the Sting will work it back the other way. Marhetic to the red line for Granitza. The return ball deflected by Bizhikowski out of play for corner kick, Chicago. We're scoreless here with 4:38 to go in the first period on the Video Library scoreboard. The Sockers nothing and the Sting nothing.
Now's the time.
We're scoreless. Marhetic right to Kevin Crow. Now a pass by Siri goes astray, but Collier will get it back. Feeds it up for B. Julie off his chest, then he's dragged down by McCauley. Julie looks back. No call from the official. Here's Ficus for Chicago. B goes up. In front, Crow steals it again. Rudy Glenn at the far side wall in San Diego territory. In front to Granitza. A shot and a great save by Gorsick. Rudy Glenn now a drive, and that'll go off Woolrich out of play for kick in Chicago. Good save by Jim Gorsick, sticking that right arm out and deflecting that wicked shot. Granitza with the quick turn on his weak foot, and Jimmy down covering the front of the goal, deflects it wide. 4 minutes to go in the first period now. We're still scoreless with Chicago in possession. Ficus back of his own red line to Rudy Glenn. He'll play it to the goalkeeper, Noguera. Karl Heinz Granitza at center. Back for Magali. Now Rudy Glenn to Granitza. The backheel pass right into the feet of Woolrich. And Gorsick now gets it up to Siri. Woolrich to center. Jerry O'Kane playing a forward position on this ship. Right point side for Newman. That's headed down by Paolo Marhetic. Paolo Mora. Nice move to get away from Ficus. In the corner now. Siri off the wall. Noguera gobbles that up at the side of the crease. And now McCauley. Upfield for Marhetic. Pato, second leading scorer for Chicago. 19 goals, 17 assists. Granitza, he's got it on the strong left foot. Good block by Guy Newman. Comes high off the boards. Marhetic fighting for it again. Newman goes into a hard tackle. They give the foul against San Diego. And Newman and Granitza are down on the carpet now wrestling. Well, that was a strange one, as Newman seemed to be playing the ball there, but he came in a little hard with the right leg. Granitza went down, and they started tussling on the carpet. Granitza scored. And a score with 2:54 remaining in the first period on the Video Library scoreboard. It's Chicago 1, the Sockers nothing.
Friends, is your old television on its last leg? Well, here's your chance to save up to $300 and more when you trade in that old set at a brand new Curtis Mathis. Versatile color portable TVs, elegant console TVs, in your choice of beautiful cabinets, and featuring the latest in video cassette recorders. All with the exclusive Curtis Mathis.
1-0 lead for the Chicago Sting as Karl-Heinz Granitza scores off a free kick. And the Sting, when they score first, are 8-2 this season. A rather ominous statistic. When they lead at the half, they're 10-0. An even better one. Ficus gets the assist at 12:46 on Granitza's 45th goal. So Granitza gets it. And it's a 1-0 Sting lead. Sockers with possession now in the Chicago zone. O'Kane back to Geyer as he comes off the bench. Eric threw to Cha-Cha. He stood up at the top of the box by Greg Ryan. Now Hans Weiner comes back for the Sting. Off to his left for Elvis Comrie. Hit his heel. Quinn comes in to pressure it now. O'Kane bumps Comrie. The ball loose off the referee, and Quinn will break it out of midfield. Back for Namdar. Cha-Cha will play it through for Wierzchowski. Third up to the red line to Namdar. Cha-Cha shot. Far post wide. O'Kane will back up to get the rebound. Jerry looking at Ingo Peter. Banks it off the wall. Quinn lunges for it, but can't find it. And Peter side puts it to Hans Weiner. Up the wing for Comrie. He got a real weird angle goal here back in January. Very sharp angle as he caught the outside post. John McGrain to Weiner. Now to Comrie. Sting with a 1-0 lead. 1:50 to go here in period one. We're at Chicago. Comrie shot off the glass. The rebound they score. Well, it was tight for a while. Chicago are opening it up. Comrie off the glass. Who was watching Weiner? Nobody. 2-0. Tiger Balm, the official analgesic of our Sockers, used by athletes from around the world. For aches and pains, for muscular discomfort, Tiger Balm, the therapeutic quality analgesic. Available at all Long's drugstores. 13-14, the time of that goal by Weiner from Comrie. Chicago now with a 2-0 lead. McGrain playing it back to the goalkeeper, Noguera. So Hans Weiner gets credit for the goal. That's his 10th of the year. Ingo Peter now at center for Chicago. They lead it 2-0 to Ledich at the red line. He'll play it to Granitza. Back to Ledich. Quinn steps in front of him and a foul. Bryan using too much body there to bump his man off the ball. Ledich. Another good free kick here for the Sting. It'll be directly in front of Gorsic, top of the half circle. Ingo Peter to take it. Right at goal. Then Granitza on the rebound, score. 2 goals. Check that, 3 goals in a minute 12 for Chicago. And Granitza, that time, taking advantage of the Sockers kind of standing around after the free kick. He just darted in there and left-footed it in past Gorsic. Now 3-0 Chicago with a minute to go in period one.
Second of the match, scored by number 12, Karl-Heinz Granitza.
V now for San Diego. Off the wall, and Aguirre's got that. So the Sting, who have lost 2 in a row, come back here against the first-place Sockers, breathing fire. Granitza gets his second of the night, 46th of the year, from Ingo Peter at 13:58. Here's Granitza again. Off to Marhetic. Pato makes the turn. In front, the shot. That time is blocked by Crow. Siri now off to his right for Derek Collier. V and Wilrich move upfield. Paolo's pass intercepted by Glenn. This is Ficus. Up to midfield for Granitza. Ficus drive handled by Gorsuch. He'll lob it upfield for V, and the siren sound. And the score at the end of the first period here on the Kobe Sports Arena Swap Meet scoreboard. The Chicago Sting 3, the Sockers nothing. We're set for second period action now. The Sockers will defend the goal to our left. Down 3-0. This has been their worst deficit in a while. They fell behind early in Tampa, 1-0, but that stayed close throughout. This is going to have to be a big second period for them, because if the Sting builds on this lead anymore, it'll be lights out very early. A loss tonight would drop the Sockers to 16-9 and in a tie for first place with Golden Bay. The Earthquakes hosting Tampa to check that on Sunday afternoon. Back underway now. Greg Ryan for the Sting. In front, chance for Mike Flood. He lost control. Comes back out, and Wierzchowski's got it. He'll slow it down, back in his own zone. Plays it squarely to Guy Newman. Back over to Wierzchowski. V on the field with Wilrich and Siri as Paolo plays a midfield role. Wierzchowski up to the line for V. Julie passing it to Wilrich. Back for Wierzchowski. Mike Flood comes in. Now Newman. To Paolo Mora. Siri losing it to Ingo Peter, but then knocks at it along the boards. Wilrich trying to dig it out. Does. It's got Paolo with him. A good ball through his legs. Wilrich will fight to get it back for Newman. He'll play it to Wierzchowski. Early here in period 2, a 3-0 Chicago lead. Their goals coming in a 1 minute and 12-second span late in that frame. Here's Wierzchowski. Off the wall. B looking for it in front, but it's cleared out by Flood. Newman will get it back to Namdar. Cha-Cha to Wilrich. Wasn't even looking. And it comes back into the Chicago zone. Ingo Peter down the left wing. Good ball up for Viner. Overlapping is Ryan as well. Ryan's got it in front. Drops it back for Peter. His drive just wide. What a shot Ingo Peter has. V now will bring it out for San Diego. To Wierzchowski. 3-0 Sting lead. We're in period 2. Cha-Cha Namdar. Back to Wierzchowski. Sockers having trouble just penetrating the Chicago zone tonight, at least early. Wilrich back over to the far boards for Namdar. Cha-Cha plays it back for Geyer. Eric up for Julie V. It'll go into the corner. V chases it. McGrain right on him. Julie tries to go around McGrain. Over to Wilrich now. Team being watched by Flood. Plays it off the near post. Nogueira covers well. Sting change on the fly. Marhetic comes off the bench, turns it upfield. To Granitza. Tees it up for Marhetic. Has to go too wide. Back in front for Granitza. His shot right on. Gorsuch to save. The distribution to Coker. Addy, good ball control at center. Gives it away to Granitza. Marhetic on his left. Pato takes the pass to Granitza. Back through. Geyer missed it, but Gorsuch was there. Granitza wanted a foul, none given. Here's Wilrich trying to get the rebound upfield, but McCauley got to it first, played it back to Nogueira. He'll send it up to Marhetic. Now to Granitza. Marhetic to Granitza. In front, deflected by Crow. Now Namdar up to the left side for Coker. Addy tripped by Ficus. And the foul given. As Geyer shouts encouragement and Granitza shakes his head. He thought a foul should have been gone the other way when Marhetic went down near the San Diego line. This one obviously a foul. Ficus catching Addy's right leg. Off the free kick, the Sting get it back. A lot of giveaways by San Diego early in this game. Here's Marhetic. Through for Granitza, didn't see it. And Brian Quinn will play it off the wall for San Diego. Into the middle for Kevin Crow. He's got Skouras on his left, Coker at his right. Crow for Skouras. Off the wall. In front for Coker. Stuck a leg out and missed. Marhetic back the other way for Granitza. It's on his wrong wing. Crow gets to the ball first. Plays it back to the goalkeeper, Gorsuch. Now Collier will turn it upfield. Mike Flood comes off the bench. Collier hits the pass to Quinn at the left point side. Over to the right now for Skouras. The header. In an attempt to clear it. Now Collier bumping with Skouras. Foul against San Diego. Collier came in with the leg just a little bit too high as far as the official was concerned. Well, coming to a San Diego Sockers game is a great way to enjoy action at the sports arena. If you or your nonprofit group would like to come to the Sockers at a group of about 20, 50, 100, whatever it may be, you can get significant discounts and also be involved in some of the premium giveaways and the shoot-on-goal contests, etc. It's a fun evening of entertainment at the sports arena. Just call the Sockers Group Sales Department for more information at 280-GOAL. And a goal is what the Sockers need here with 10 minutes to go in the second period. They trail 3-0. Paulo Mora at midfield, back for Kevin Crow. The pace of this game has slowed considerably after that late onslaught in the opening period. Guy Newman trying to plant it upfield. Instead, kicked it right at Flood. Now Gorsuch will set it up for Brian Quinn. Quinn to Coker. That hit him, but he fell. Noguera gets it over to Houston. Dave Houston coming back off an injury, playing for the first time in a long while tonight. On his first shift, gets a round of applause here at Chicago Stadium. Up at the red line now. Houston slips it through for Granitza. They try to play it wide for Flood, but Quinn intercepted that. Brian will play it to Julie V. V moving it on Houston. Goes around him. Julie still with it, off to his right for Paulo Mora. Series shot off the head of Ryan, out of play for corner kick San Diego. The score with 9:06 to go here in the second period. On the Video Library scoreboard, it's the Sockers 0, Chicago 3.
Imagine a city unlocked by a single key.
The corner kick. Out to Wilrich. His shot at the post and came back around the wall. Newman now goes in hard on the near wall, trying to get it away from Comrie, but Comrie comes loose with it. 3-on-2 for Chicago. Comrie shoots. Gorsuch's got it. Bizerkowski now on the right side of midfield. 3-0. Sting lead the Sockers. Here's Wilrich with Siri into the zone. Gene pokes it free. The shot went off Noguera's right hand and back out. Bizerkowski trying to keep it in, gambled. Here's a 2-on-1 Sting. Comrie with Viner. Newman, a tackle, and Guy gets called for the foul. Won't be a 2-minute penalty, but a free kick Chicago. As Siri was struggling to get back, Guy went in for the ball, missed, and took down Comrie. Sting may not be all that wrong in feeling a 2-minute penalty was in order. This guy did not find the ball and was a little late with that tackle. Here's the free kick off to the right of Gorsuch. Ingo Peter to take it. Sting scored a situation very much like this in the first period. Came off the legs that time. Ryan chased it into the corner. Now Wilrich back on defense will play it to Gorsuch. This is Wilrich. Up for Namdar. Cha-Cha can't handle the distribution. Gives it away, but gets it back. Tries to play it to Geyer. Mike Flood takes down Wilrich, still with it. It's loose, and Geyer's got it for San Diego. He stabs at it, and Wilrich will take control for the Sockers. Wierzchowski. Up the left side for Wilrich. Gene moving it on goal. Here's Wilrich off the wall. Noguera collects it. Rudy Glenn now. Up the wing. Quinn came off the bench, took it away. That's the value of changing on the go. The pass up for B. First time ball. Noguera the save. The rebound. Namdar miskicks it. Wide open net. Here's Quinn. It's blocked. Wierzchowski to B. That's out of play. And the score was 7:19 to go here in the second period on the Video Library Stadium. The Sockers in a big hole here, down 3-0 against this tough Chicago Sting squad. They may be fourth in the league, but only 2 games back of the Sockers. They've beaten San Diego twice here this year. Coker up at the red line. It's back to Noguera. He'll play it up to the red line for Granitza. Back for Pato Marhetic. Rudy Glenn's got it in midfield for Chicago. Up for Granitza. This time Geyer watching him. He'll play it back for Marhetic. Pato looks at goal. Quinn takes it off his foot and is pushed to midfield again. McCauley will play it back for Noguera. The Sockers continue to hold their indoor sessions of Camp Kick at the El Cajon Skate Palace in the Mission Valley YMCA. If you'd like more information on Camp Kick, just call the Sockers office tomorrow at 280-GOAL. Actually, Monday. Loose ball in the San Diego zone. Brian Quinn will collect it. Plays it to Geyer. Eric moving down the left wing. Comes to center. Banks it up the wall for Addy Coker. Pushed away from him. Glenn comes in hard. Body checks Addy. And the free kick, San Diego. Rudy Glenn spent last outdoor season at Team America. A very popular player here in the Chicago area, and they're glad to have him back. Geyer on the free kick. Wallops it off the wall. Noguera looking for it. Gets it as Quinn comes in. And now up the left wing for Marhetic. It's got Granitza upfield, but Wierzchowski breaks it up. Quinn missing it as Glenn won the sliding tackle. Played up for Granitza. Now back for Fikes. But his shot is weak. Coker to Wierzchowski. Up for Brian Quinn. Right side for Coker. Addy back over to Wierzchowski, who was about to come off. Now Quinn to Collier. Up at the red line, slips it to the side of the box for Coker. He'll lay it off for Kevin Crow. His toe poke, blocked, but keeps possession. Kevin still with it. Now to the right side of midfield for Skouras. Sockers are averaging about 6 goals a game right now, so on paper they're still not in terrible shape, but they're behind. That's the problem. And by 3. Wilrich saving a breakthrough by Marhetic. Now Siri will try and make something happen. 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Kevin Crow up at the red line. Up to the edge for Wilrich. There's a whistle and a pulling foul on Glenn. Sockers will get a free kick. Granitza over to argue the play. Glenn shaking his head. Julie standing over the ball. To his left are Wilrich, Collier, and Siri. To his right, Kevin Crow. To Wilrich. Left footer. Came off the post. And then it's kicked out by Dave Hewson. 2 goal posts by San Diego now. That one by Wilrich. The other one by Gene as well. And they'll complete the line change. Some interesting comments in the Chicago Sun-Times here today. Ron Newman quoted as saying that he'd like Julie V to maybe play a little more like Karl-Heinz Granitza and take some of those dives that Granitza is known for. Feels that the referees don't give Julie his fair share of penalties against, but Granitza gets his. Well, Karl-Heinz will respond to that kind of a comment. He's our halftime guest, Karl-Heinz Granitza, so stay with us for that. Jim Gorsuch. That'll be a 3-line ball. Tried to hit Julie V, who was coming back away from the Chicago goal. 4:30 to go now in the second period. A 3-0 Sting lead. 2 goals by Karl-Heinz Granitza. And a single by Hans Weiner. Why not enjoy the cool, clear taste of the king of beers on this Friday night, Budweiser. And for all you Sockers fans enjoying this game wherever you may be in San Diego County, this Bud's for you. Kevin Crowe playing the ball back for Jim Gorsuch. This is Siri. Over to Julie B. Left side of midfield. Back for Paolo. He'll let it roll up for Crowe. Back for Paolo Mora. Standing at the red line. Tries to play it through for V. It was deflected. Guy Newman gets it back in the San Diego half at midfield to Kevin Crowe. Newman now up for Siri. He's pushed by Ledich. And a free kick San Diego up at the Sting red line. Quickly off to the left for Woolrich. Gene moving slowly toward goal. Stolen off his foot by the Chicago player Ingo Peter. And a foul against Julie V. Away from the play, Julie pushing off John McGrain. Neguero will put it into play to the far wall for Ingo Peter. Now to Ledich. Up the wing for Houston to center for Peter. Back for Ledich. Over to the right point of midfield. McGrain banks it off the wall for Houston. Hans Weiner. Back for Ledich. Now into the corner for Houston. Back to the point for Peter. Ingo will wind up. Score. Well, I don't know how you score from the red line, but Ingo Peter just did it. He's got a great shot. I don't know if Gorsuch was scored, or screened rather, but Peter saw an opening right from the red line and drifted it past Jim Gorsuch. And I think we can say that that one was stoppable. So the score, now with 3:18 to go in the second period. On the Video Library scoreboard, now Chicago 4, the Sockers. Give the goal to Ingo Peter. And for Chicago's number 14, his fourth goal of the year, Dave Hewson assisting at 11:42. Now 4-0 Chicago. Gene Woolrich over to the far wall for Kevin Crowe. Namdar back for Gorsuch. Jimmy Gorsuch from his own goal up for Geyer. Eric will take it into midfield. Pass for Namdar. Glenn got a piece of it. Cha-cha up to the red line for Woolrich. Gene makes a cut. Plays it off the wall. Gets back himself. Now losing it to Ficus. Up the wing for Marhetic. A 2-on-1 with Granitza. Marhetic and Crowe. Good job. Ficus trailing. Missed the open side. Good job by Kevin Crowe getting back on defense. Here comes Chicago again. Glenn to Marhetic. He stabs at it but missed. Crowe breaks it out to center. Kevin up for Coker. That gets away from Addy. Sockers change on the go as Quinn has it up at the left point. Bryant, turnaround shot. That hit a leg. Coker comes in late. Can't find it. Granitza's got it at the far wall. Tries to play it through, but Quinn intercepts. Here's Bryan. Rudy Glenn stood on that. Quinn goes tumbling down. Namdar gets it to the side. Coker's shot blocked by Noguera. The rebound into the corner. Quinn wants a handball. Gets the shot. It's in the crowd. Well, it's the richest golf tournament in the LPGA Tour, where the best women's professional golfers in the world will play, including Pat Bradley, Jan Stevenson, Nancy Lopez, Amy Alcott, and Joanne Carter. And it's coming up on KUSI TV. Watch for the LPGA tournament live from Costa Mesa, California on Sunday, March the 4th. That's this coming Sunday at 1 in the afternoon here on San Diego's 51. Your number for great sports. Still 4-0 Chicago, 1:49 to go here in the first half of play. Granitza, our halftime guest, with 2 goals tonight. Peter Skouras at center. Back for Wierzchowski. Here to play it back to Skouras. They're still playing one touch, those two. Wierzchowski looking for something upfield. Slides it over to the far wall for Geyer. Eric at center. Starts running. Bumps off of Viner. Takes a shot off the wall. The rebound to Viner. Geyer the block. Coker a shot. Gets his own rebound. That left footer high off the glass. Ingo Peter clears it to midfield. Elvis Comrie trying to get it away from Vizikowski. Coker came in and fouled him. And Popovich warning the Sockers to back off the ball. Ingo Peter to take the free kick. Banks it past Coker. Comrie to Viner. Now back for Ingo Peter with a minute in the period. Aguero will get the ball back from his defense. He's been fortunate tonight. A couple of shots have gone off the post from Wilrich. Gets it up for Comrie. He tried to thread it through for Viner, but Geyer blocked it out. Now Greg Ryan. To the red line for Viner. He'll play it off the glass. A high ball comes down in front of Skouras. He'll relay it to Quinn. Ryan stops. Plays it to center for Vizikowski. Sockers change on the go. Gert will go back to the goalkeeper, Gorsuch. Sockers look organized here, methodical. They're waiting for their chances, just not capitalizing. Julie V now filing John McGrain, who's down on the AstroTurf riding. And I think they're going to let the Chicago trainer come out. As Julie took the legs out from under McGrain as he was going for that ball. McGrain's still down and hurting. He's playing injured as it is. Now feeling the effects of that nasty fall onto the carpet. From a lower angle, you see V just stabbed on the right leg out and tripped McGrain. Probably should have been a 2-minute penalty there, but it went uncalled. Julie right on the brink with a total of 27 penalty minutes now. 2 more penalties, and he'll be forced to sit out another game. McGrain seems to be all right getting back on his feet now. Julie over there to see that he is. So 10 seconds to go here in this first half. Chicago will get a free kick in front of their own goal, as McGrain is helped out the field by the Sting medical staff. Ingo Peter to take the free kick. Julie V's deep. Peter will play it to the near side for Greg Ryan. Comrie. McGauley lobs the ball in for Granitza. His turnaround shot off the wall. And the siren sounds. And the score at the end of the second period. Here on the Kobe Sports Arena Swap Meet scoreboard, it's the Chicago Sting 4, the San Diego Sockers nothing.
One of the most prolific goal scorers in all of soccer in this country, both indoors and outdoors, and that is Karl-Heinz Granitza, star forward of the Chicago Sting. Welcome, Karl. I don't think we've had you on our telecast before. First of all, you are really playing exceptionally this year with the Chicago Sting right now. Before this game, you're leading the league in goals. Is Karl-Heinz Granitza at his absolute best right now?
I think when you reach age 32, I'm now reached this age, then you're getting better and better. You play smarter, you play sneakier. When you're getting older, you see super goal scorer Julie Weiss in the same age, and he play an outstanding season again too.
Karl, you're kind of the player in my mind that people don't really know in this city whether to love or hate. They boo you sometimes, they cheer for you other times. What about that whole situation? It's almost like a love-hate relationship with the fans here in Chicago sometimes. How do you react to it?
I was starting this 4.5 years or 5 years ago, and then I'm yelling a little bit to my younger guys. I like perfection in the game, and that's why maybe certain kind of people's getting upset. But this is always gone. You see this maybe tonight too. Everybody's exciting right now. They have really a guy, a superstar, a leader, a captain in the team, and everybody respect me, included the fans, and I like this. You have to go sometimes to certain kind of deeps or ups, and this is in Chicago the same situation. I go to many deeps with our team, with our fans, and I think right now we have a high situation with me.
You know, Ron Newman talks about Karl-Heinz Granitza taking dives. He gets help from the referees because sometimes he gets touched and puts on a little bit of an act. What about that? That's a criticism that you come under, I'm sure, all your career. Is it a valid one? Do you think sometimes you're putting on an act a little bit when it comes to the abuse that you seem to be taking from other players?
First of all, Ron Newman have to learn. He have right now a better age and is older than me and everybody else. He have to not criticize me. He have to criticize maybe certain players in his team. I think this is totally unfair. When somebody kicked me from behind and I fell down, this is normally foul. A foul game sometimes from behind is you have to whistle this foul. Ron Newman and San Diego, I respect you really much. I said before the season, San Diego is my favorite for the championship, and I still believe this. And I'm getting upset when I read this, and I hope so. The owner give him sometimes a tip, Ron Newman, and say, come on, maybe you're a good coach, but the next time make not this kind of statement for a guy. He scored 6 years. I play now 6 seasons indoor and outdoor, and I score for the Chicago Sting indoor and outdoor, and that is respectfully, and I hope so he respect me in this way and not in this kind of statement he make today in a newspaper here in Chicago. That is not nice.
Carl, I think you make your statements best on the field, and they are reflected in your statistics. You're having a fine season, and of course this rivalry between San Diego and Chicago seems to be blossoming with each game. We look forward to the playoffs. I think the teams will meet. I certainly hope so. We wish you the best of luck this season.
I think so. I expect a final between San Diego and Chicago, really honestly, and the better team wins. Still in my mind, the favor in this league is San Diego Sockers.
Karl-Heinz Granitza of the Chicago Sting, thanks for being with us.
Thank you. It's very nice.
And for being with us here at
halftime game. They're out shooting San Diego by a margin of 26-15. Jim Gorsuch's made 10 saves to Noguera's 4. The foul's pretty even, with Chicago leading that 9-8. And then the blocks, again, indicative of Chicago's shooting onslaught. San Diego with 6 blocks to the Sting's 1. Chicago this season, when they are leading at halftime, are 10-0. And here at halftime, they are leading. We'll be back with the highlights of that first half of action in just a moment. This is the San Diego Sockers Network. In between San Diego's defense, Granitza's second goal of the period. That one capped off the 3-goal outburst in a minute 12. Granitza's 46th. And then Ingo Peter caught Jimmy Gorsuch a little off guard, and I guess you can't blame Gorsuch from one standpoint, that who would shoot from way out there. But Peter did, and he found an opening to the right of Gorsuch with a hard shot, and the West Germans scored at 11:42 of that second period to make it a 4-0 lead. The players getting set to come back out onto the field. The San Diego Sockers need to come back. We'll be back with third period action in Chicago Stadium. We are set for third period action. And the Chicago Sting with a rather comfortable 4-0 lead over the San Diego Sockers, who have not been shut out this year, but are in danger here in this contest as Chicago have dominated. Although the Sockers have had a few good chances, balls going off the post, 2 of them in particular from Wilrich, and then Namdar missing an open net. So it actually could be a lot closer. San Diego just missing its chances. We're underway now. Sockers defending the goal to our right to start this second half of play. Gary Collier back at his own red line. We'll see how the Sockers respond to a bit of a break and a chance to talk things over among themselves during the halftime. Quinn, long searching ball for Collier. Tries to play it off the boards. Plays it back for Wilrich. Gene at the right slot area. Back for Wyszykowski at center. Quickly pressuring is Viner. Wyszykowski hits a square ball to Quinn. Bryan, an effort that doesn't reach V. Instead is headed down by Flood. Julie gets it back to Wyszykowski again. Now Gert playing a ball up for Wilrich. Gene, left foot shot blocked. Rebound. And Peter's got it. Viner, a give and go with Peter along the boards. Collier comes back. And Wyszykowski's got it beyond his own red line. Up to Brian Quinn. V overlapping in midfield, but it'll come back to Wyszykowski. He seems to be getting the ball a lot in that San Diego half of midfield tonight, as Chicago are putting pressure on the people up front. People like V, who here bumps into McGrain. And McGrain gets it upfield. Flood, left foot ball for, or left wing ball rather, for Weiner. Back for Greg Ryan to McGrain. 4-0 to score. We're just underway with period 3 here at Chicago Stadium. The fans here, likely between 10 and 12,000 of them, enjoying a very good Sting effort. Sockers need a goal. Get things going for them. Right wing for Greg Ryan. Slips it through for Viner. Back for Ryan. The rebound to Flood, and his shot goes in the crowd. Our next televised game here on KUSI TV 51 coming up against the Vancouver Whitecaps. That'll be this coming Monday night, March the 5th. We'll be live from the Pacific Coliseum in Vancouver. A 7:30 broadcast here on Channel 51 and on KOGO News Radio. Hope you can be with us for that. Live from Vancouver, Monday night at 7:30. Sockers' final game of this 4-game trip. So far, they're 2-0. They're going to have a big second half here to make it 3-0. Guy Newman to Namdar on the near side of San Diego's half of midfield. Newman now a ball up for Siri. That gets by him. Addy Coker looking for it up near the top of the box. It's in the air to Marhetic to center for Granitza. He'll chest it down and turns it upfield with Ficus in possession now at center. Magali to Marhetic. That's blocked up by Guy Newman. Kevin Crow takes the pass from Newman. Up the wing for Coker. Addy will take it on the run. Stops it. Back through for Crow to Siri. Power shot hits the glass eye. Rebound down for Coker. Crow a drive, and that's in the crowd. And the score with 12:11 to go here in the third period on our video library scoreboard. Still Chicago 4 and the Sockers nothing.
People write and ask me, Bill, how do I get on?
Goal kick for Victor Noguera in the Chicago penalty area. The Sting on top, 4-0 here in Chicago. Pat McGauley up the left wing for Marhetic. His pass for Granitza. Gets it back. There go Granitza and Marhetic. Pato off the wall. Granitza missed it. And just poked away by Namdar. Chacha on the near wall is fouled. Siri Mora for San Diego up at the Sockers red line to the far wall for Crow. Chicago back in action next Wednesday night when Tulsa visit the stadium here, this grand old building. Here's Crow. Corner of the box. Ficus working against him. Kevin using his body to shield the ball away and then gave it to Granitza. I don't know what he was looking at there. A 2-on-1. Granitza to Glenn. Back for Pato. Marhetic makes the turn. Plays it to the line for Ficus. Edge of the box for Granitza. Newman broke that up. Guy sends it up the left wing for Coker. Addy being watched by McCauley. Tries to turn it up the left side. McCauley brings him down. Sockers will get a free kick to the right of Noguera as he looks downfield. Sockers last lost here in Chicago, January 21st in a 6-2 game. Wilrich standing over the ball on the free kick. On the shift with Newman, Quinn, Coker, and Vyzherkovsky as he comes off the bench. Here's Wilrich at the left point. Runs into Ficus. That'll go to Granitza. The back heel ball to Ficus. Marhetic for Karl-Heinz Granitza. Back to Pato Marhetic. Now to Ficus. Gets a break down the right side. He's in the corner. Wilrich comes in trying to kick it loose. Gene kicking at it again, and Ficus kind of rolling along the carpet. Has the foul go against San Diego. The kick in from the near boards. Back out to the red line where Magali has it. 4-0, Sting lead. Into the box for Granitza. Makes the turn, side of the box. It's loose in front. Marhetic stopping it. Pato working on Vyzherkovsky and Quinn, and Bryan gets it free. So Marhetic and Granitza caused some anxious moments for Gorsuch in the goal there, with Marhetic at one side and Granitza in that slot where he's so good from. Geyer now up the right side for Quinn. To Julie V. Lee plays it back to the Wolfman. Now near side for Wyrzykowski. Back to Geyer. Back to Gert again. Back to Geyer again. Now some pressure, but he gets it through to Wyrzykowski. Wilrich stabs at it. Goes up high, very near the clock. Down comes Mike Flood. He takes a dive. They give no foul. It's up to V now, but he needs help. Quinn is on the far right wing. Julie working on Ingo Peter. V's still with it. Controlling it at the left point. Julie. Outside the box now, in front for Wyrzykowski. Back for Wilrich to the far wall for Quinn. Brian Quinn up near the red line as Mike Flood is helped off the field. Now Wyrzykowski working it in from midfield again. The center for Geyer. Left point for Quinn. Back for Wyrzykowski. Quinn again. He'll back up near center. Puts a long ball in for V. Side of the box. Julie trying to flip it up. Tries to get the turnaround shot away. And kicks it toward goal. McGrain is there. And Julie did not intend to hurt McGrain. Rudy Glenn comes in and warns V as McGrain got a little toe in the solar plexus. And V's over to see McGrain. We'll take a break here. The score with 8:39 to go in the third period on the Video Library scoreboard. Still Chicago 4, the Sockers nothing.
Handyman is proud to feature Wen's new line of Hornet electric chainsaws. You get heavy-duty performance with lightweight and excellent balance, plus full safety features and rugged construction. They're the toughest, most powerful chainsaws Wen has ever built. And Handyman's prices are really hot. Right now, this 14-inch model, regularly only $59.90.
We're back in Chicago. 4-0, Sting leading. Gene Wilrich is fouled by Hans Weiner. Julie V on the free kick. They'll have to bring it back to where Geyer is. Eric plays it through for Wyrzykowski. Gert now up at the red line. Back heels it for Wilrich. Quinn's open on the right point. He's got some space. Takes a shot in front for V. Julie stabs at it and misses. Wilrich intercepts it. Off the wall it came. Given away by Glenn to Quinn. Bryan in the slot. Wyrzykowski. Laguerre the save. It's back to midfield. Geyer keeping it in the San Diego possession. Played it into the zone. A giveaway. McGrain to Wyrzykowski. Now in the corner. Wilrich. And it's cleared to center. And over 3 lines. Good save by Naguera on a shot by Wyrzykowski that was headed for net. Naguera saw the play, though, with Gert standing off to the left point. Now Wilrich at the red line. 7:48 to go here in period 3. Wyrzykowski across the line. Slid it to the right. Played into the box by Wilrich. Quinn will go for it. Now V lunges for it. Bryan gets back up. V's got a chance. Takes the shot. It's blocked. Wyrzykowski, rebound. Here's Wilrich. Hits the glass high. Sockers can't hit the net. Geyer puts a shoulder into Comrie. Wyrzykowski now to Wilrich. Gene will tee it up. That shot blocked. Wilrich again, and he's down, and Chicago have a break. And Gene Wilrich is down at the other end of the field in some pain. Can't get up. Now he gets up. Still 4-0. The Sockers unsuccessful in penetrating that tight Chicago defense. They hit the net once, but Naguera came up with a save. Here's Fikes. Comrie plays it back for Marhetic, and it goes into the crowd. And the score with 6:44 in the third period here on our Video Library scoreboard, Chicago. Palomora getting set for a San Diego kick-in with 6:44 to go here in the third period. Kevin Crow will get it back at his own red line. Collier up for Addy Coker. He takes it and he's pushed by Ledditch. On the free kick, Coker gives it away, but it goes off Houston out of play for another kick in Sockers. Gary Collier's got it back at center for the Sockers. To his right for Siri. Paolo waits. Moves along the line, plays it left point for Crow. Back for Collier. Now into the corner. Addie Coker chases it. Off the wall, tries for his own rebound, but it's cleared up the wing. Now Greg Ryan with it. He waits, plays it back to the goalkeeper, Noguera. The Stinger playing error-free soccer at this point. Coker that time stealing it from Houston. Now Addie gets it back at the line, punches it back to Crow, to center for Siri. As San Diego try and move it into that Chicago zone. It's been hard tonight. Stinger playing well. They've had some rest, too. They haven't played since last Saturday. So they've had 6 days of total rest. And now we've got a penalty away from the play. I think both Collier and Comrie are going to go off for some unsportsmanlike conduct. So double minors coming up. We'll take a break. 5:39 to go here in the third period on the Video Library scoreboard. Still Chicago 4, the Sockers nothing. Well, it's not going to be a double minor. Indeed, it will be a penalty only to the Chicago Sting. Elvis Comrie going off for unsportsmanlike conduct here at 9:21, and the Sockers are going to go with their super power play. Might as well. They're down 4-0. Brian Quinn, who's not played in this role before, will wear the goalkeeper's colors as Gorsuch comes onto the bench. And Comrie takes a 2-minute rest. Sockers need to get on the board here in a hurry as time runs out on them. 9:21, the time of the penalty. Nobody in the San Diego net now. Wierzchowski at center. Over to Quinn as the Sockers are on their power play, which has really improved recently. They're now 21 of 58 for 36%. Overall in the league, that is third best. Quinn at the red line. To his right for V. Julie in front for Coker, and that's played back by Glenn to Noguera. Noguera tried to score from his own goal, and it was headed down by Quinn. Kaz Dana or Lawrence Hilkus would normally play the extra man on the super power play. Both are back home with injuries. One of many San Diego injured players. Here's Quinn now with some space. Plays it back to Wierzchowski. Down to the left side for Wilrich. He fakes it. Wierzchowski will have to work to get to this one. He does. Quinn now eluding Flood. Wierzchowski into the corner. Namdar pokes at it. It came to V. Glances off Julie's head, and then it's kicked out of play. McGauley booting it into the crowd near side. Sockers now with 1:04 to go on their power play. Wierzchowski to Quinn at center. To the right for V. Julie will play it into the corner. Namdar's got it. Comes out. Back to V. Coker and Wilrich are near the box. Wilrich a shot. He missed it. And Gene's shooting a little off tonight. Here's McCauley. That's over 3 lines. And it comes back for free kick San Diego as the young number 17 for Chicago makes a mistake. Only had to play it off the wall, and it would have been a good clearing ball. But San Diego get it back on the free kick now with 46 to go in the super power play. Quinn to V. Quinn on the right side. Wierzchowski. Back for Quinn. To V. This is Wilrich. His last shot wide. V in the slot. Hit the post. Came back down in front. Julia shot at it, but a weak one. Here's Wilrich's left footer. That's blocked. On the rebound, it's in the crowd. So V hits the crossbar. And now with 21 seconds left in the penalty, they bring Gorsuch back on. So Quinn goes off, and that super power play effort goes for naught. Still 21 in the man advantage situation. Noguera to center for Rudy Glenn. He collects it nicely, fights off Wierzchowski. Now hits Lettich with the ball. Check that Flood, but Coker fought him off the play. Now it's Namdar. 3:45 to go in the third period. 4-0 Chicago lead as V brings it to the red line. Left side for Wilrich. Gene tried to play it to V, but Glenn blocked that out for corner kick San Diego. And the penalty expired. I want to remind you that Tiger Balm, the official analgesic of our Sockers, is used by athletes from around the world for aches and pains for muscular discomfort. Tiger Balm, the therapeutic quality analgesic, is available at all Long's drugstores and is the official analgesic of our Sockers. 3:38 to go now in the third period of play. Sockers in danger of losing their 8-game winning streak. Here's B on the corner kick to the right of Noguera. With Wierzchowski, Wilrich. Wierzchowski's shot way wide. Granitza to the far wall at midfield, has it towed away by Guy Newman. Magali came in late and got it loose to the near side now for Ficus. Charlie Ficus up for Granitza. That's poked free. Wierzchowski's got it down the right side. He's with Quinn and V. Wilrich makes a run downfield. Wierzchowski through the middle to Wilrich. He stops it, leaves it for V. Julie to Wierzchowski. And Noguera saves it. Now Quinn at the far wall. Some pressure from Dave Hewson. Over to Wilrich on the left point again as Noguera is hot when he's been called upon. Here's V in the penalty area. He's held, no foul. Ficus at center. Up for Pato Marhetic. He stabs at it. It's back to Hewson at center. Siri will track this one down as Marhetic tried to play it to Hewson. Guy Newman sends it upfield to Quinn. Back for Siri. B is on the left wing, makes his move. Wierzchowski's got it across the red line. Through Verjuli. Too far ahead of him. Cleared, but not away from Quinn. Bryan's got it up at the line. Takes a shot. That's wide. Siri on the rebound. Toes it back for Guy Newman. Newman's ball for Stewart. The header on goal. Stewart runs into Marhetic. They rule advantage. Pato downfield to Granitza. Block. Marhetic the rebound. Here's Granitza. It's blocked. And Siri's got it. Back to Gorsuch. 1:40 to go now in the third period. Jimmy's pass up the left wing for Stewart. He runs into Rudy Glenn. The ball gets away. Ficus brings it back the other way for Chicago. Shot blocked by Crow. Rebound to Rudy Glenn up at the San Diego line. In his zone for Granitza. Dyer fouling Marhetic. And Chicago will start out up at the San Diego line with 1:26 to go in period 3. A 4-0 Sting lead. All the goals coming in the first half. On that last sequence, Geyer playing the man a little bit too much as opposed to the ball, got the foul. Here's Marhetic in the high slot, left side for Rudy Glenn. Ingo Peter now back for Granitza to Marhetic. Pato stands on it, takes it to the near wall, brings it back out to Granitza. Marhetic. They score. Well, that was beautiful. Marhetic fought, and then worked a perfect give and go with Granitza. Gorsuch came out to cut off the angle, and I think it may have gone in off Geyer's chest. Beautifully laid off with the left foot. Geyer fading back, and I think he may have deflected it in, but it was destined for net nonetheless. So Marhetic will get the goal from Granitza, and it's now 5-0 with but a period to go. The official scoring play, Marhetic gets his 20th of the year from Granitza at 14:03. It's 5-0. Eric Geyer up the right wing for Wilrich. Back for Brian Quinn. Quinn banks it off the wall. There's a chance for Viner now. Geyer will get back on defense, as will Crow. To Ingo Peter on the right side. His shot, Gorsuch stopping it, then rolling off his fingers to the right. Up to center for Julie V. Back for Quinn. Kevin Crow looks for Geyer up front. Eric heads it down for V. And a foul against San Diego as he puts McGrain again. Play back for Noguera, the goalkeeper. Hans Viner back at the red line. To Greg Ryan. Up to center. Here goes Ryan. Dyer will stop it as the siren sounds. The score, believe it or not, at the end of the third period here on the Kobe Sports Arena Stadium, the Sting with a 5-0 lead over the San Diego Sockers with a period to go. Well, here's your chance to catch the hottest video game in town again, and it's going to be hotter and better than ever. Catch all the high-powered action and excitement this coming Monday night, the 5th, at 7:30, when the Vancouver Whitecaps take on the San Diego Sockers live from Vancouver, Canada. That's this Monday night at 7:30, right here on KUSI TV. San Diego's 51, your number for great sports. Well, this is the San Diego Sockers' 4th year of indoor soccer, and the team has never been shut out. Rather, the team has been known as one of the highest scoring in the game. But right now, with a period left, the Sockers have been unable to find net. They trail 5-0, and rather than their winning streak being in jeopardy, their record of never going through a game without scoring is certainly in some doubt. And now with a quarter to go, the Sockers are really going to have to fight to get back into this one. It's 5-0. Sockers will defend the goal to our left. The Sting to our right. And we're underway. Greg Ryan near side of center. Back for John McGrain. McGrain will play it back to the goalkeeper, Noguera. Namdar came in to pressure, but no problem for Noguera. Now Cha-Cha knocks it loose, but they get it back to the goalkeeper once more. And the referees missed a pass back to goalkeeper that should not have been allowed, and Newman is furious down on the bench. Even Noguera realized it. He wasn't supposed to pick it up, but they let it go. Here's a chance for Chicago. Number 25, Mike Flood, with Hans Viner. Back to the right point for Ryan. Gave it away to Namdar. Cha-Cha will play it back in front of his goal for Collier. Gene Woolrich now. Up to midfield. To the right for Collier. Gary plays it in front for V. Julie to the right. Namdar shoots it. Noguera's got it. Collier fighting on the far wall for it. It came loose. Woolrich went tumbling down. Here's Granitza. Left footer. Gorsuch the save. And the rebound from Woolrich. Up the right side now for Wierzchowski. 5-0. Sting in front. At center, Woolrich takes the pass. Pushed down by Marhetic. A 2-on-none. Chicago. Marhetic. Gorsuch the save. It's not in. It's not in. Granitza calls for a goal. It did not go in. And the goal judge did not put the light on. They're talking to him now. And we'll need a replay there. They're going to give the goal. Gorsuch's going wild. Here's Granitza to Marhetic. And the score with 13-18 to go here in the 4th period on the Video Library scoreboard. Chicago 6, the Sockers nothing. As they give the goal to Marhetic. And this one appears to be all but over. Quinn on the near side to Wierzchowski. Newman playing it up to Gert again. Marhetic gets his 2nd of the night, 21st of the year from Granitza at 122. Here's Quinn at the far side. Sockers still battling here. Wierzchowski, and he lobs it into the crowd. That might have come off of Rudy Glenn. Well, they're going to give goal kick. Good effort by the Sockers to try and clear that last one out. Guy Newman getting back late. But the goal judge apparently had some problems with his trigger. He gave the goal because the light didn't come on. Bizikowski in midfield, a high ball. Rudy Glenn bumps Gert. Then Wilrich, or check that, Newman and Ficus collide. Here's Marhenik. Pato to the line with Granitza. Passed it off, but into the feet of Quinn. Gorsuch now to midfield for V. Julie can't get around Rudy Glenn. Now Ficus has got it. Sockers return home March the 8th. Steve Jungle and the Golden Bay Earthquakes will be there. We hope you can be there, too. It'll be keychain night with everybody in attendance, receiving a free Sockers keychain from Budweiser. That's March 8th when the Sockers host the Golden Bay Earthquakes. Chicago's coming back one more time, too. Here's Siri with a chance, and he stabbed at it, but Naguera got it. Now Ficus. To Granitza. Off the wall. And through the slot. Skouras now for San Diego to be at center. 11:35 to go. 6-0. Chicago leading. V up to the red line. Slips it through for Crow. Kevin scores! And there will be no shutout. And the Sockers aren't dead yet. 6-1. With 11:31 to go as Crow scores another one. Julie will get the assist. Kevin just slipped it under Naguera, who may have come a little too far out. The Sting defense a little lax there. Sting have never had a shutout here either. They won't have one tonight. 6-1 now as Kevin Crow gets his 4th goal of the year. Via the assist, his 24th assist of the season. Perhaps that can get San Diego back on track. They've still got enough time with 11:18 to go. Here's the 2. Now it'll be a 2-on-2. I thought Crow was out of the play, but he was along the near wall. Now Ryan at center. Up the wing for Viner. He'll play it back for Ingo Peter. Ryan again. Skouras thought he had it. There was a handball on Ryan. It'll come back. Kevin Crow, the goal from V at 4:29. And Kevin continuing to perform well offensively. That is now his 4th goal, along with 2 assists in his last 7 games. Newman from center, up for Addy Coker. Addy tried to lay it off for Wilrich, brought down though, and they'll get the foul against McGrain. Good free kick here, just to the right of Naguera, top of the box. Wilrich standing over the ball. Coker's deep. Off to his right is Skouras. Back at the points are Newman and Crow. Wilrich tees it up. Newman's shot off the glass high. The rebound came behind Addy. Wilrich and McGrain go in hard. Foul against Chicago. Wilrich gets it down on the carpet. Played it through open space. Now Crow back at the line. To Guy Newman at the far wall. Back over to Crow. Now to Wilrich. Sockers have got a press now. They're down by 5. It's 6-1. Newman from the point. In front for Coker. It'll come off the boards. It's behind Kevin Crow. He didn't see it. Newman tries to get it back to San Diego and does. Goes over top of Viner. Saves it again, but the Sockers have faded back into midfield. Now Viner. Back for McGrain. Wilrich pressuring. Coker coming in. Naguera plays it along the boards for Ryan. Wilrich stole it. Got it to Addy, but that was kicked loose. McGrain tripped up by Coker. And it gets a little chippier as the play wears on here in this 4th period. Now 9:35 to go. 6-1 Chicago lead. Ingo Peter with that big shot. It's wide this time. Quinn gets the rebound. And he's clipped, and there's going to be a foul in midfield. Only 1 penalty in this game. That was to Chicago. Elvis Comrie going off for unsportsmanlike conduct. Sockers unable to capitalize on what was a superpower play. In for Geyer. First time ball. Rebound V. Miskicks it. Here's V again. Top of the box. Draws it back. for Wilrich. Back for Julie. Noguera the save. Big save on V. And Noguera has played some superb goals tonight. Brian Quinn at center. Long ball for Geyer. That never got there. Played back for Noguera. It came off the glass. He must have known it was going to be that high. Granitza slips a little ball through for Fikes. Ledich to center for Marhetic. Now Granitza with 8:30 to go. Drops it back for Pato. Geyer blocks that. Wilrich has got it. He's with Julie V. Ledich tried to take him down and went down instead. Teed up for Quinn. Bryan plays it into the corner. It'll come off the glass. Geyer turns it around in front for Julie, but he had his back to the ball. Wiezerkowski will retreat into his own zone. Up the left side for Collier. To B. Tried the first-time shot. Couldn't reach it. Fikes out of the middle. Comes Wiezerkowski to steal it. Dirt now. Stops on it. Left footer. V stabbed at it. Went wide. Siri goes into the corner for the rebound. Comes out to the left point. Back out for Collier. Gary to the left for Siri. Wiezerkowski. Into the corner to the right of Noguera. Back out to the left for Collier. Sockers moving the ball well here inside the Chicago zone. Back to Gorsuch at his red line. Good coverage by Chicago on defense. 7:20 to go now as Quinn brings it to center. Lobs a right footer in for B. Julie can't shake McCauley free. Quinn now at the left point. Plays it in front again for Julie. Flips it up. Lays it up. Here's Quinn. V. Tees it up. V again. It's loose. Here's Siri. Oh, and San Diego can't get a shot. Quinn goes into the corner with Fikes. Loose again. Here's V. Can he pass it? Wide open is Collier. V again in front. Off his head. Still no whistle. And Fikes has it for Chicago. Quinn still battling. Finally, it's whistled down. And a foul against San Diego. Now the foul against Chicago. Initially indicated it would go the other way. Wiezerkowski on the free kick. 6:35 to go. 6-1 the score, Chicago. Namdar played it across the goal mouth. Nobody at the far post. Lee was alone in the slot. Now Gorsuch. Wiezerkowski will start it out from center. Far side for Collier. Here's Namdar blocking a shot by Fikes. Granitza to Marhetic. And a foul against Chicago. Tonight's attendance, 12,051. Wiezerkowski now to Collier. Up the wing for Coker. Addy in front for Siri. He's pushed. Ball loose, and Marhetic will bring it back. Sends Granitza all alone down the left wing. Gorsuch to save. Good save by Gorsuch. And the Sockers looking a lot better in this fourth quarter than they have all night. Here's Namdar. Up to the red line for Wilrich. To Coker. Addy hit it first time, but good coverage by Noguera. It'll be kick in San Diego. And the score with 5:34 to go here in the fourth period on the Video Library scoreboard. It's Chicago 6 and the Sockers 1. Kick in Sockers, near side to the left of Victor Noguera. 5:34 to go here in the fourth period as Wilrich stands over the ball. Tees it up for Gorsuch. Jimmy off to the left for Wiezerkowski. Back to Gorsuch at the red line. To Guy Newman at his right. Now left side again for Wiezerkowski. Gorsuch right up at the line. They'll take this ball from center. Newman, far side again for Gert. So moving around in a triangle. Wiezerkowski through for Wilrich, top of the box. He makes the turn, back to Gert. In front, cleared out by McGrain. Wiezerkowski on the rebound, digs in, off the wall it comes. Nobody at the far side. And Viner will clear it. Wilrich gets it back to San Diego with help from Namdar. Cha-Cha plays it back to Gene. 4:55 to go now. Newman. to Wilrich. To Kevin Crow. Sockers have played so well during this streak. 8 straight wins. But the injuries, I think, were part of the factor that caught up to them. Dana, Hilkus, Mayer, Donnelly, Perez, Fernandez, all back home with injuries. Matty Coker planting it off the wall. Wilrich stabs at it. And it's wide. Nogueira made the save as well. Coker went into the boards, and they called the foul against Chicago. Gorsuch sets it down, plays it up for Wilrich. Gene takes it down the left wing, stops with Ingo Peter watching it. In front for Namdar. Cha-Cha chases Viner into the corner. Crow back on defense, collects it for San Diego. Takes the pass back to Gorsuch, turns it upfield. Lost it. Viner tries a lob over 3 lines. Now 3:58 to go. Don't be too hasty in turning us up. We have a post-game show coming up. We'll talk to one of the Sockers. Hope to get a chance to chat with Gary Collier. Talk about this game tonight and what this road trip's been like. It's been successful until tonight. B's header comes after a whistle. And there's a foul away from the play against San Diego. Ingo Peter. Up for Viner. Viner plays it into the corner, but Skouras gets it for San Diego. Guy Newman now with 3:20 to go to Crow. Don't forget to be with us Monday night, 7:30. We'll be live from Vancouver here on KOGO News Radio and KUSI TV 51. Eric Dyer down the left side. The Wolfman, a shot. Nogueira has to put that into the crowd for corner kick. 3:03 to go here in the 4th period on the Video Library scoreboard. Chicago leading the Sockers 6-1. Corner kick Sockers. Off to the left of Nogueira is Julie V. Top of the box, Gorsuch misses the rebound, and Gorsuch's going to have to hustle to get back. Geyer will save it. Off the wall, V in front, can't get it, and Julie's having trouble collecting that ball thanks to some good defense by Chicago. Here's Glenn to Ficus. Back to Rudy Glenn, under 3 minutes now as they play it along the wing for Granitza. Eric Geyer called for fouling Granitza. Chicago get it back on a free kick. 2:38 to go now in regulation. Last time Sockers were limited to a goal was in a 5-1 loss at Phoenix last year in the LISL. Wilrich play it back to Gorsuch. Granitza was right at the doorstep, but Jimmy got it. Now Geyer. Played it through for Kevin Crow, a little too far. Rudy Glenn back the other way for Nogueira. And it bounces out of play. Peter Skouras sets it down with 2:13 to go. Lee on the kick in. Chips it to the top of the box. Crow hanging on to Glenn. They both go to the near wall. Rudy Glenn will get it first. Up to Ficus. Now to Karl-Heinz Granitza. Backheel ball for Houston. He overlaps down the right wing. Stops at center with 2 minutes left. Plays it up for Granitza. Geyer broke it up. Karl-Heinz gets it back. Ficus out in front. Granitza, left footer, blocked by Geyer. Rebound down to Rudy Glenn. Glenn from the red line to his left for Ficus. In front, Geyer steps in front of Granitza. Feeds Julie V. He laid it off, but Wilrich was not there. Houston now to Ficus. Granitza to Ficus. Went off his left foot. Skouras grabbing out of Ficus coming out of the corner. Played back to Glenn. Now to Houston. Skouras steps in front of that and intercepts. Plays it to V. Julie up to center with 1:10. For Skouras. Hit it wide. Rebound off the wall comes back to the goalkeeper, Noguera. Up for Granitza. He'll take it at center. Gorsuch was all the way at the red line, darted back. Sting changing on the go as Wierzchowski brings it to the red line. Passes through for Collier. In front, Siri got a piece of it. It bounced in front of Noguera. He then sends it upfield, but it's intercepted by Collier. Back to Wierzchowski. Here's Quinn at the left point for V. Julie falling down in the penalty area. Rudy Glenn's got it. There's Brian Quinn back at the red line. Drops it back to Wierzchowski in midfield. Quinn up for Siri. He's pushed. No foul. Quinn gets the ball loose. Off to his left for Newman. Newman into the corner. Comes back out. And the game is over. So the streak is over. The Sockers win 8 straight and lose tonight. I want to remind you to enjoy the cool, clear taste of the King of Beers. And the San Diego Sockers won. San Diego Sockers by a score of 6-1, ending San Diego's quest for a share of the NASL record for consecutive wins, which would have been 9. But the Sockers stopped one short of that, winning 8 in a row and then losing here in Chicago tonight. And this is the last place they lost, and it seems the Sting have San Diego's number, at least in this building, this season. San Diego has one victory over the Sting. That was a 3-1 win back on November 27th in San Diego, but they've lost 3 straight times now here at the Chicago Stadium. We have Gary Collier coming up with us here on the post-game show. An interesting note, Julie V shut out at least in the goal-scoring department again tonight. He did get an assist on Kevin Crow's goal. And V has now been without a goal in 158 minutes. His last goal was in the February 23rd contest against the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Julie did get an assist on San Diego's only goal, a fourth-period effort by Kevin Crow. But Julie's goal scoring has certainly been in a bit of a slump in this road trip, despite the fact that the team's done well until tonight. We'll have Gary Collier on our post-game show. That's coming up. This is the San Diego Sockers. Score, the Chicago Sting defeating the San Diego Sockers by a score of 6-1, as San Diego's record now drops to 16-9, and they are in a dead heat for first place with Steve Jungle and the Golden Bay Earthquakes, who will be playing on Sunday against the Tampa Bay Rowdies. So the Sockers could find themselves out of first place before this weekend is out. They will continue the road trip and finish it up, in fact, in Vancouver on Monday night, at which time, again, they could take first place over. But it gives you an idea of just how close things are in the NASL race. Chicago now just a game back of the Sockers. New York, a game back as well, so there's really a tie there between those two teams, and the Sockers and Golden Bay in a dead heat for first place overall. Also a very close race between these two teams in the attendance category. 12,051 here at Chicago Stadium tonight, and that will boost even further Chicago's lead over the Sockers in the attendance department. And that big crowd last Saturday afternoon of 18,000 plus a big reason. Chicago averaging 11,631 going into this contest compared to San Diego's 11,119. But those here saw a very good game if you were a Chicago Sting fan. The Sockers took just a little bit too long to get on track and gave away those 3 goals in a minute 12-second span of the first period that really hurt them most, 2 of them by Granitza, who was really on tonight, and so was that entire line of Granitza, Marhetic, and Ficus. They call it the machine gun line here in Chicago, and it certainly was firing on all cylinders tonight, especially for Granitza and Marhetic, who really played some beautiful soccer. And whether or not you're a San Diego Sockers lover or not, you have to appreciate some of the play that they displayed tonight at the Chicago Stadium. At least those here did, and we have to give them credit for that performance. Chicago has claimed that San Diego, like Tulsa did and Tampa did, are a little bit cocky. The Sockers came in here riding a hot winning streak, expecting to come out of here maybe setting that league record of 9 consecutive wins, but Chicago have done it to them again. And it'll force, I think, Ron Newman and the Sockers to really look at the Chicago team now as the team to beat. They've defeated Golden Bay in Oakland. They've defeated them back at home. And the Chicago Sting really now appear to be the team to beat for the San Diego Sockers in their quest for a 3rd straight indoor championship. We'll take a break and be back with more of our post-game show here from Chicago Stadium after this.